Happy evening and a merry egg to you all. Today we have some hot footage that was recorded during an enchanting trip to EA's San Francisco offices that myself and Lord Thomas Rage attended this past weekend. Whilst there, we gathered intel on the impending Hardline release like a pair of crazed, frenzied goats who specialise in devouring sweet, delicious nuggets of top-secret, exclusive information. We'll start then with Hollywood Heights, set in the picturesque landscape of Los Angeles, the neighbourhood ablaze, but the temperature here is as welcoming as you might feel after stepping into a warm conservatory on a spring morning after walking a pack of corgis. Situated within the courtyard is a giant marker which looms over us like a rabid Great Dane, begging us to make ourselves whole again. With varied amounts of warfare in and around the rather lavish mansion, I think you'll find ample activities to engage in, more so than a weekend trip to Butlins or Centre Parks. Moving on swifter than a speckled stoat on a Friday, we arrive at Riptide, yet another rather delightful abode, situated this time upon a private isle. It looks like it should make the perfect criminal hideout, but there does seem to be a thunderstorm rolling in about the volume of a deaf shepherd. Upon further investigation, this private island doesn't seem very private at all. There seems to be more cars here than ways to skin a cat. 4,264 at last count. In summary then, Isle of Madness. Welcome to Derailed. Set in the beautifully grey and dirt-filled industrial district of Los Angeles, it's practically Disneyland for a budding criminal. Long stretches of concrete flanked by prefab warehouses and sheds made of corrugated sheet metal, it's quite literally the polar opposite of Shangri-La. There's no room for more than two colours here. It's the land of opportunity, and that opportunity is crime. The summary for Derailed? 50 Shades of Brickdust. Imagine you're watching the popular film Heat starring Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Now, actually go and watch it. Done that? Good. Now we're all on the same page. Bank Job literally lets you rob a bank, but without all that silly nonsense of going to jail and having to offer your services as a prison gimp just to avoid a brutal shower stabbing. Summary: he knew the risks, he didn't have to be there, it rains, you get wet. If you happen to be of the drug-inclined ilk, then perhaps this map will make you feel right at home. Not a square inch has gone to waste in the block, with what looks like council housing packed tighter than priests into choir boys. If Margaret Thatcher was still alive, I'm sure she'd glance at this map before dropping to her knees in tears, committing seppuku and rejoicing at how perfect it all is, much like Ken Watanabe in the popular film The Last Samurai. After 5 minutes on this map, it'll feel like you've spawned into Stalingrad in January 1943. The destruction is on par with that of a Third Reich ransacking. You've probably played this map a lot by now, but if not, here's a gentle reminder which you can liken to the kind of reminder you might find written in blood in your bathroom mirror. It's downtown, the domain of the shrewd business jobber. With its maze of roads, skyscrapers and parking lots, there's plenty of opportunity for car chases, rooftop battles, and if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, the best mojitos in town. A beautiful lush landscape awaits us in this next map, Everglades. A cheerful fracking operation has taken a turn for the worst here, and the forecast is looking quite snappy indeed. Watch out for scaly encounters here, with cops and crims hurling bullets, cars and airboats around like they're going out of fashion at a bullet, car and airboat throwing festival. Combat here has been estimated to be at about a maximum of Jeffrey and a bare minimum of Susan. Summary then, Crocodile Dundee. If you happen to be carrying any exposed cakes, you'll want to put them down before venturing here. Another map now that you may have sunk quite a few hours into, Dust Bowl lives up to its name with its sun-eclipsing sandstorm. It kind of feels like you're being force-fed an extravagant portion of the most disgusting cereal ever. No one quite knows why we're fighting over this horrific valley of dirt, but one thing's for sure, you'll forget all about that faster than amoeba with amnesia once you sit down on the American dream, a drivable sofa. Growhouse centres around a completely legitimate, totally above-board medical marijuana facility. It is in no way affiliated with Mr. Snoop Dogg. There is trouble afoot, however, as the medicine can be set ablaze, and all the children with chronic glaucoma will now have to suffer like a fleet of chefs cutting through the world's most gargantuan pile of onions. The verticality on this map has tipped the scales at 3 outrages per danger mouse, and it has lashings of annoyingly hard-to-reach ledges. In summary, caca, caca, caca! And that's all the maps. We here at TAG hope you've enjoyed this mapography videomator that has been produced for your eyes. If you did indeed find its saucy little pots of informative gold to be that of your liking, then please do hit subscribe and leave us a comment informing us of just quite how these maps tickle your warm little cockles. Until next time, good egg!